Hello everyone! In this video I want to share with you how I created my last animation that I painted in Procreate Dreams about Maleficent and Hades. Hades. I don't know how to pronounce it in English. In Russian his name sounds like Aid. So I really don't know how to say his name. Sorry about that. If you've seen the Descendants movies, these movies are like fairy tales about Disney characters. And most of the couples from these movies, fluffy, touching stories that are very cute. But this couple that I painted are not like other couples from these movies. This is why I decided to paint them, and also because their relationship weren't in a movie. It was fragments of them together, but they never showed the romance. So I thought that this is a good opportunity to paint it as I see it. I think that this couple was the most dangerous, the most strange couple you could ever imagine, and I understand why creators of the movie didn't show the kind of relationship, because I'm pretty sure it's not for kids' movies. I mean, because they are both villains and they would probably do villain stuff, and since the Descendants movie can show only how villains steal candies from babies, so from children, so I don't think they could show how Maleficent and Hades were, how they were partying and something like that. I was trying to screen record how I was drawing animation, but my iPad said there is not enough storage space. This is why I recorded only one small part of this whole animation. Plus, I realized that this is very difficult to record it on iPad, because overall I spent around 6 hours on this animation. I wasn't drawing it in one day. I was drawing it in several days and spending hours on drawing it. But it's difficult to record the whole process because of the storage space, plus painful to edit all of this. So I show you I showed you the small part of how I'm drawing. As always, I was starting from rough sketches, line art, and then colored it. But I was not doing rough sketches for all of the frames because I was a little lazy, to be honest. But I mean, it's working in the end. I think this animation is not bad. As you can see, I was also lazy at drawing this animation properly. There are some frames where I could have made frame by frame animation, but I was just taking a layer and doing this. Just move around the layer, around the canvas. And that's the whole animation. And also I wanted to talk on the topic about how to create characters for animation. If you're asking me, I have no idea how to create characters from animation. I mean, I'm in process of learning it. But what I realized that when you create characters or stylized characters, or just create characters from imagination, it's important to brainstorm ideas. And I realized that I've never done this before. And not only with characters in animation, but with paintings and drawings of landscapes and architecture. I don't know what I can say in my defense. When you're creating impressionistic art or realistic art and fine art, it's probably a good quality to have when you inspired by something and you paint it. For example, you stumble upon something very beautiful. I don't know how. In my case, I saw apple tree in a field, and it was very unexpected, and I was so inspired. I took million photos and then painted it. I was not doing enough sketches and studies. When you are painting in impressionistic style, it makes sense because you capture in a moment in life you saw something very beautiful that have huge impact on you, so you want to express what you've been feeling. And in this case, it's okay if you want to do many sketches, but when you working on design and designing character, designing environment or something like that, you cannot just make one drawing. And I always been struggling with this. Also, when I was in the university many years ago, we had to draw many compositional sketches, and later teacher would tell us that which one of the sketches is the best, so you can work on a painting later. And I remember how I was doing that. For example, teacher says the theme, I immediately have a picture in my mind. I have, as I think, perfect idea, and I'm not interested in anything else. It's like I have my tunnel vision. I have this idea, and I'm not exploring other ideas. Other ideas may be interesting, but I feel that I'm burning with the passion for one specific idea. What I did, I made this sketch with my idea, and then I make few other messy sketches that I knew I didn't like, and I knew that teachers won't like these sketches too. So when I bring all the sketches, teacher would have a choice, but they would choose what I want them to choose. Manipulation maybe, and I know that probably this is wrong, but if some of you interested, is it possible to rewire your brain so you could be able to explore different ideas and create many sketches, then let's have an experiment, and I'm gonna be participating in this experiment. And you know, when you have one specific idea and you're burning with passion for this idea, it's not like that I'm lazy to create other sketches. Yes, I'm a lazy person, but not in this case. It's usually that I'm so inspired with this one idea that I'm not interested in other ideas, if it makes sense. So in this experiment, in my future videos, we'll see, is it possible to rewire my brain so I would be able to make many sketches. Okay, this was a very long explanation, but we'll see, is it possible to train someone like me and make me more disciplined. I realized that I enjoy drawing animation because when you draw animation as well as comics, as well as when you create comics, it's similar thing to writing and acting on a stage, because you creating the story and you live in this moment and the whole world around you stop existing. And in some cases I forget who I am and where I am, and I'm just in this process of creating, and this is very fulfilling, and this is good feeling. I can draw for hours, and yes, I get tired in the end, and my eyes usually very red from drawing for hours, and I don't know, my back hurts, and but at the same time it's fulfilling. Sometimes I have this desire, so everyone in the world would find something that would fulfill them. Wait a second, I ripped this back. What I'm gonna be doing in a near future, okay, not future, I will be doing it in a few days, soon. I have this thing, this is for sculpting. I don't know if this is a good thing or not, but I had only a small knife that would help me with creating sculptures, and I want to sculpt something. I want to sculpt few things actually. Silicone mold. I have no idea if this is good silicone mold or not, and I have so much of I don't know how to translate this thing. It's a lot, and this is why I ripped this back, because this is huge. I didn't expect that this would be this much. So I have a feeling that I could sculpt for... I can sculpt a lot with these tons of materials. So in the next videos, I don't know when, I'll be trying to make sculpture. Soon I'll try to make characters. And this is also I would probably record in next videos. Don't know why, don't know when. And also I have ideas for the next animations. I hope you would be with me on this journey and would see what I would create in the future. But until then, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in next videos. Bye.